Hi guys, thanks for clicking on this video and tuning into my little session. Talks with Nisi. Yay! Today, I'm going to give you 5 tips and advice on how to follow your dreams. I know, right? Because I'm doing this right now. So, let's jump straight into it. Tip number 1. Never listen to anybody. Like, never. Because people are going to discourage you. Some people will be positive, some people will be negative. And if you tell somebody about it, they might laugh about it, or they might be like, just have a negative remark, and you really don't want to hear that at that moment. It's good to have feedback, but not so much negative feedback. So kind of just, talk to some positive people, or you don't have to get advice from anyone at all. Like, if you know it, just stick with it. Because I'm telling you, that will be so much better. Like me personally, doing this YouTube thing, I am sticking to everything I said I was gonna do. I'm not asking help from nobody. Like, me and my boyfriend, we have this down pat. We are not asking for anybody's advice. The only thing I might ask is, what is some things that you guys want to see us do, or talk about or whatever. That is the only thing. Everything else is totally off limits, and I think personally you shouldn't get advice from everyone, because a lot of people will make you feel down about your situation, and you don't want that, because it's gonna draw you into a stage where you don't want to do it anymore, and you do not want to feel like that. So I'm telling you, do not ask anyone for no type of advice unless they're a positive person. If you know they're gonna have something negative to say, do not ask them, and stick to it wherever, because most of the time, if you follow your heart is right. Okay. Number 2, plan it out. Write it down. You cannot remember everything in your head. We're only human. Unless you got some type of super memory thingy, then write it down. You cannot remember everything. Trust me when I say. Because when you're executing to a plan, you have so many things to get to that plan, and what to do, and how you're going to do it. And when you get to the stage, when are you, it's so much. So write it down. And once you write everything down, you have a checklist. Check off everything that you have done. It helps. So you can see what I need to work on next, or what I've already done, so you won't confuse things. It's always good to have a list. I have plenty of books and notepads, and I write everything down. I even have me some pretty colorful pens, because I like to write in style, and I write every little single thing down because it helps me. And when I accomplish those goals, I check off everything on that list, and I know what I need to do next. And it's just a really helpful thing to do. Like a checklist. Like when you're going to the grocery store, you're not going to remember everything. You're going to forget something. So you write down that list, like eggs, milk, whatever, and you check it off when you put it in the bucket. Simple. It helps a whole bunch. 100%. It helps. Do it, people. Write it down. Never execute a plan without writing it down, or put it in your notes in your phone. Any little thing will help, but I personally prefer to write it down the old-fashioned way, because if something happens to your phone and your phone malfunctions and it accidentally erases all of your data, then you're gonna forget everything and everything's gonna be gone. So write it down the old-fashioned way. It's so much better and easier. Number 3, never give up. Never give up. That is one of the hardest things to do. I know, because I've given up plenty of times. Plenty. But you have to push yourself. You have to keep going. It may not work out the first few times. Nothing's gonna work out. Like this YouTube thing I'm doing. It's gonna take me a while to reach the subscribers I want to reach, and it's gonna take time. But you have to have patience. That's the thing. That's the next tip. But we're gonna stay on never give up. You cannot give up. If you give up, just think about what you sat there, you made this plan, and you didn't follow it, and now you're just sitting here. Like, no, you can never give up. You have to follow through with that plan. It's something like motivation, like, you know, just do something that, you know, just think about. I'm not gonna give up because this is what I want in life. I'm not gonna give up because I need this. This is my career. This is my dream. This is what I want to do in my life. You can never just stop. You can't give up. Because then, look at all the people that's out there. It's took years for people to be where they want to be. Some people were lucky and it didn't take that long. But the people who actually always had that mindset, look where they're at. Look where they're at right now today. Like, they are successful. And they have everything going for them because they never gave up on their plan. Even when everyone gave up on them, they did not give up on themselves, and they kept the right mind frame. Tip number 4. Tip number 4, patience. Patience, patience, patience. You have to have patience. For me, I'm short-tempered sometimes, and I try not to be, and I'm really working on that, guys. But you have to be patient. Nothing is gonna come overnight. Nothing is probably gonna come in the next day, the next 2 weeks, the next month, the next year. It might take a long ways down the road, really long. Like, you cannot just think something is going to happen. That is not how it works. Now, patience. Maybe you should do something that calms you down. You know, just think of other things like positive thoughts, because that will help you gain the patience that you want. And like, oh, okay, this is motivating me to do this and that, and I'm fine, and I know it's gonna work out. I just need to keep going. It's no need to get mad. It's no need to give up. It's no need for none of that. You have to have patience. That is the most important thing also. Patience is really something that a lot of people do not have, and you see where they're at today. They're not anywhere because they're tempered. You have to calm yourself down. Think of some methods that help you get through anything. You know, like you can't really just go off the handle. You have to stay in your zone. And you cannot just get angry about everything because something didn't work the first time. No, you have to have patience, like I said. Last but not least, and this is totally not least, like this should have been number 1 now that I'm thinking about it, but you always have to keep God first. In everything you do, you keep God first. And that's something a lot of people forget. When they get to where they are and their plan happens, they forget all about that, and they forget that God helped them get to where they are and blessed them with what they have. And just as much as he can give it to you, he can also take it away. And that's very important, to never stop praying, never stop going to church. Do things that you supposed to do or what you've been doing. Never stop. Always thank God for your good times and your bad times, because when you get to where you are, it's nothing but him. So never forget about God. That is the most important, the most powerful thing we ever need in life. Like, that is something that you really need. It's not nothing that's it's required, I should say. That is very required, and you need it, and you need him. You always need God. So those are my 5 tips and advice to you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking on this video. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button, because I will have more content on different things and topics, especially for my ladies. And see you guys next time. Bye.